Hello and welcome everybody to this best of three between Boreal Esports and Team E-Hug, the North American qualifiers for the Summit 3 by Beyond the Summit. And my name's Sindar. This is a noob cast. I'm just doing this for fun. So if you want to catch this stream live, head over to twitch.tv/BeyondTheSummit and see Coddle Guy do it for real. He's the real pro. And but just in case you think Coddle Guy is ugly and that handsome chin is not your style, you can stick here with me, and I'll warn you in advance, my teamfight casting is absolutely appalling, but I'll do my best anyway. I'm still learning. So, Boreal versus E-Hug. What do we got to start off with here?
10 seconds to pick.
Shadow Fiend, Bat Rider would be the ban for Boreal, and Sniper Troll for E-Hug. It's a pretty standard bans there. No one wants to fight Troll and Sniper these days, and Lion will be the first pick for Boreal. First pick Wisp for E-Hug. This has not gone well the last few times I've watched it in play. So we'll see what they want to pair with it. A first pick IO seems rather unusual. Most teams not choosing to ban the Wisp in this current meta, and so I'm a little surprised they pick it up so early. But in a second pick, Skywrath Mage. So there's your E-Hug supports, Io and Skywrath. We'll see what they want to do with that. Doesn't reveal too much about eventually where they want to go with their draft to Boreal here. Both very flexible heroes, both strong early game, and obviously Io that ability to relocate gank and just be a nuisance around the map later on. So we'll see what they plan to do with that. And meanwhile, Boreal, what are they going to pick up to go with this Lion here?
Hurry, hurry. Reserve time.
Taking their time. I wouldn't be surprised to see Boreal ban out a couple of the classic IO pairs here in the next banning phase. Tiny would certainly be a good ban out unless they have a solid plan for shutting him down. And CK has not seen a whole lot of play recently, but I have seen Nip in particular run him with the IO, and it worked out rather well versus Na'Vi earlier today. So we'll see what they want to go with, other than Tiny and
Storm Spirit.
that fellow, CK. They could go with a Bristleback. I've seen that pair up quite a bit recently, but Boreal will go for a Storm Spirit. And very good against the IO. Good at shutting him down if he gets an Orchid. Same with the Skywrath. But on the other hand, Skywrath's Silence is really solid for locking down Storm Spirit if he can get the jump. So, and there's the Tiny ban. No surprise there. That's a scary combo, and you don't want to risk facing up against that late. So, E-Hug will ban out the Slark. Not wanting to deal with that lockdown. It's really good hero to get a hold of IO and just make sure he can't go anywhere, blow him up before he can really contribute to the team fight. So ban makes a lot of sense there. And
10 seconds
yeah, like I said with the Storm Spirit, it's interesting that they pick him into the Skywrath with that long silence, and you can cast it from decent range too. So could be a good way to shut that Storm down and prevent him from balling out of control, and maybe even give time for Io to bring his partner in for a gank, and we'll see how they choose to run it. It'll be an Axe ban for Boreal, and they're banning out some more lockdown for the Storm potentially, and just a good hero all around in this meta. He's been really solid. Broodmother ban for Team E-Hug, and an instant Medusa pickup. Okay. So interesting they picked the Medusa into the Lion. That mana drain of his is a really good ability to get on her, and it's a significant amount of damage. If he gets that level 4 mana drain reasonably early, and Medusa has level 4 mana shield, that's a pretty significant nuke. And I guess they have a plan for this. We have seen the Io paired with the Medusa before, and he can help mitigate that, give her some mana of his own, and well, I guess we'll just have to see how it comes down to in lane. Now, I wonder, will they run the Io Medusa as a dual lane mid versus the Storm? Storm could have a tricky time there. Before he hits 6, they've got a a lot of ways to get on him and do damage, and even if not kill him, at least zone him back and prevent him from getting that early farm and levels that he's going to want if he wants to snowball out of control. And it's a Nyx, so that's two fantastic mana abilities to get the Medusa. So between the mana break and the Lion mana drain, Medusa normally quite tanky, but they've got the tools to blow her up in the late game. It's going to be a Juggernaut pickup for the Team E-Hug, and I imagine that'll be your safe lane. So it'll probably be a Medusa IO mid with the Juggernaut going safe lane and supported by the Skywrath, so they've just got their off lane to pick up. And Juggernaut, very strong hero right now. Good at dealing with the magical damage and lockdown from Lion and Nyx and Storm. You can Blade Fury away to safety if he needs be, and well, we'll see.
5 seconds. Hurry,
I feel like if he gets the space... Oh, it's a Spectre for Boreal.
Radiance band.
Okay, they see Medusa and they say, oh, we'll take it late. No fear, and they'll pick up the Spectre, and maybe expecting that Team E-Hug won't be able to put out too much aggression early with the supports combo they've picked up. And Spectre, if he gets a good start, he can be quite scary this game. If he gets that Radiance up at a decent time, both Io and Skywrath will explode to his damage, and well, it'll be an Ancient Apparition ban for Team E-Hug, not wanting to deal with that counter to Io's heals and Juggernaut's healing ward. They maybe want to be able to push this a little early, although if that's the case, the Medusa pick up, and it's a Legion Commander for your offlane, so nice choice for locking down the Spectre, maybe helping blow him up early. Also for the Storm Spirit, that's some good control for him. So we'll see how it works out. I haven't been too impressed with the offlane Legions that I've seen in the last month or so, but we'll see if they make it work here. And meanwhile, Boreal, thinking about their last pick here, they banned out the Bristle, not that it matters,
10 seconds
and would have been a good combo with the IO, but I think that's Medusa's her friend in the mid lane most likely. So we'll see what Boreal want to go for to clean this up. And honestly, they've got lots of lockdown, and they've got a decent late game with the Spectre. So I imagine looking for. I wonder if Nyx is going to be your offlane hero, and then they go for another support. Nyx generally wants his levels, and especially against Medusa, he wants to get that max level mana burn up as fast as possible. It'll be a Zeus. Okay, so interesting. Is that a Zeus offlane or a Zeus support? Willa's will play the Nyx, so that's your offlane Nyx, and it'll be a support Zeus. I like that. That's a good choice, and more burst damage for the squishy heroes on Team E-Hug. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm not sure I give either team an edge. I think I like Boreal's draft slightly better. I am still a little puzzled at the Medusa pick here, but we'll see what they can do with it, and see if if Tiburon gets a Diffusal Blade too, which I'm certainly he will this game. Saro's not going to have a great time unless they get off to a really good early start, but we'll see what they can get done. Maybe Saro's just going to tank up and let Infinity do all the damage, and we'll see. Anyway, here we go. We're into it. Game 1 of this best of 3 between E-Hug and Boreal Esports. On the diary, you've got Tiburon on that safe lane farming Spectre, Susie going mid on the Storm Spirit, Willa's your off lane Nyx Assassin, Swan on your support Lion, and finally Dewey as your support Zeus. And on the Radiant, we've got Pandago on the support Skywrath, Saro going mid on the Medusa, it looks like. Yep, 2 pulled tangos. Crit on the Io, rushing a bottle, it looks like, and MJW on your Legion Commander. Finally, it's going to be Infinity, safe lane on that Juggernaut. And we're gathering around the top rune here. See if they want to contest it. Place a nice deep ward here in the dire safe lane, so want to make sure that MJW has a decent time here. Oh, Willows is chasing, and they'll get some vision up on the high ground here to match the Radiance.
30 seconds.
Wrapping around, this could be really dangerous for... Oh, MJW got to back off. That nuke helped a little bit, but it doesn't really do that much damage at level 1 without a creep wave there, so Roaming out, it's pretty good ability, but at this point in the game, not that fantastic. And they'll just trade a little bit of damage, and looks like the Dire will back out. MJW maybe... Oh, no, they're going to give it to Crit, of course, for the Bottle Rush. And meanwhile, it looks like Infinity will grab the bottom one for himself, unless... No, Willis can't contest that. So, both bounties going for the side of E-Hug early. So it's a good start for them, and let's see what they can do with it.
Even as the match began, the end was so much closer
All just retreating to their lanes. Skywrath looks like is going to be supporting this Juggernaut here, and Wisp staying in the off lane for now. Maybe trying to give MJW that early start so he can feel confident staying in lane against this tri-lane, the safe lane tri-lane of Boreal with Dewey in line. They can pump out a pretty decent amount of damage, so we'll see how that goes. And well, Susie should have a fine time here against Sorrow, at least until the Wisp rotates over. He may just stay in this off lane, to be honest. Maybe thinking that Medusa isn't going to get shut down from Storm Spirit. They'll both get their farm. I don't think there's a whole lot of kill capacity in this mid lane. And meanwhile, Willis staying close to the wave. He's almost at his level 2. And meanwhile, your Pandago will just be stacking and pulling in the jungle, getting some levels up on him. So, Infinity's getting a little low, but he's got that creep wave under his tower, and he's going to do just fine for farm. Mid lane, so far basically a wash, and it's about as expected, I think. And if there's going to be action, I think it's going to be in this top lane here. Tiburon, how's he doing? And it gone for the Spectral Dagger first, so really wants to be able to get that damage out if it comes to that. And actually, Legion Commander's beating him on last hits. This is not what you want in a duel versus try, and we'll see if maybe he can recover now with the creep wave under his tower. But MJW happy with the start so far, and that Wisp has really helped him out. Made sure he got to stay in that lane, and well, we'll see if Tiburon can catch back up. And looks like his supports are rotating out, though. Maybe choosing to stack the jungle, or else they're going to go on a gank for this Medusa mid early. But do they have a smoke? Nope. Maybe just helping to secure the rune there. But, the Spectre's not having the greatest time so far. I mean, he's got the two offlane heroes for E-Hug sitting rather far back, so we can maybe get something done here. But meanwhile, in your Radiant safe lane, Juggernaut is doing quite well. Only one last hit on Willis in this what is basically a 1v1 lane. Lion or Skywrath just staying in the jungle, so Jug doing quite well there. And Medusa actually edging ahead of the Storm in this mid lane now. Storm is starting to struggle with that Mystic Snake stealing his damage or stealing his mana and doing damage at the same time. So he's got his bottle out though, and it looks like he should be fine. Bottle out for Sorrow as well. So Tiburon, what's he going for? Nothing yet. And Medusa, your top farmer by a long shot. We'll see if Tiburon can bring it back a little bit. Oh, exchange in the jungle. Willis trying to contest these pulls from Pandago, but oh, nice Carapace to get the stun on Pandago, but he's got a salve. He's going to be fine. Although he is being watched by this ward here, so he's got to be careful. They could make a wraparound play if these supports stay off the map, so he's got to be a little cautious, but he should be okay for now. Legion Commander, wow. 20 last hits on the Legion. This off lane is really working out for E-Hug, and they should not be getting this much. Tiburon sitting only at 12, and he's getting crushed here. And Boreal and Schwan rotating in, but I think they need to make sure they're giving the Spectre a little more space. He needs to be doing well. Like if E-Hug get a good start early, they can face rush this team. So I'm a little concerned by how that's going. And Legion off to a good start. Oh, missing kills. Looks like it was that rotation in the jungle, like we were talking about. That ward catching the Skywrath off, and Storm will rotate around from mid to help him get that kill there. So nice pick off. First blood goes to, who did it go to? It goes to your Nyx. Meanwhile, top lane, on Spectre. MJW trying to man up, but the wisp balls are there, and they won't be able to get a kill, although Schwann gets really, really low there, and Tiburon will salve up. But MJW, he's having a grand old time. He's got that Orb of Venom up to add on to the harass, and meanwhile, Pandego and Crit are looking for a kill on Schwann here. They've got the tether move speed, and will they get the slow off? They will. Oh, nice stun to hold him back, and that should be it. I don't think he can go any further. And that's it. But nice attempt, and that ward's going to time out soon, but I think it's served them very well given how this lane has gone. Legion Commander, your top farmer in the game right now with 33 last hits. This is a very impressive showing from Crit and MJW. And really just holding the Spectre back, not letting him get what he wants. And this is 3 heroes versus 2. They're splitting experience, and it should not be going this way. So we'll see how the Radiant side look to balance that out. It looks like Pandego's just kind of wandering around trying to get something done. He's level 3, but he's unless he's got something coming on the courier, he is really not a lot of gold for 5 minutes. And meanwhile, missing another kill. MJW gets the Lion, and well, it looks like Zeus got really low too, but sorry, I'll try and catch those. Just pay more attention. They get the ward there, but it was about to expire anyway, so no big deal for them. And MJW with that kill. He's got his treads up. I imagine we'll rush that Blink Dagger, and that's it's going to be a scary time for Boreal if he gets that up at a reasonable pace. Well, Infinity pushing into this tower. Willis is doing an admirable job of holding him back. Let's see the levels here. Yeah, the offlane Nyx is level 5. That's great. But your Legion Commander is 5 as well, and getting a lot more farm out of this. Looks like the Radiant are pushing into this tower a little bit, trying to dive Willis, but he'll be fine. He's with the creep wave, and Infinity doesn't want to go down that far. Well, Schwann getting some mid lane farm here, while Susie tries to farm up this stack in the jungle, and looks like he will get it. He's getting quite low, but he's got his level 6 up, level 7, and gonna finish up those power treads. So he's recovering a little bit. 37 against the 45 of Medusa. So he survived the danger zone. He's got his ult now, and we'll see what he can do with that. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Willis goes for the Stomp. Pandego misses it. Spike Carapace doesn't do a thing, and then there's the Omni Slash. Easy kill. Nice bit of gold going Infinity's way, and he'll be happy with that. Pandego, I guess they tried to go on him, and he got a bit low, but not enough, and he's finally got his boots, so that's nice for him. Medusa gone for the 1-4-2 build, so really aggressive lane-dominating build here. Not wanting to go for that early farm with the maxed out split shot, and I guess they want to push their advantage early with the farm that MGW is getting. They sense that they're maybe a little bit ahead and going full on aggressive here. Don't want to let that Spectre get to a stage where he can really have an impact. And well, he does have his phase boots up now. That's good. But here comes the dive. MJW gets the duel off. Tyburns going to go down here. Will they get the dual damage? Oh, they won't. But still a kill. So he'll be just fine with that. Would have liked that extra damage, but they'll be just fine. Easy kill, and that's the... Oh, jump in on Saro mid. Nice pull from Susie. Stun from Willis, and blown up. All that mana drain. Medusa isn't that tanky, so that's a great kill on the top farm in the game. They needed that. They needed something going their way with the domination that MJW and Crit have been able to put out in this top lane. And Infinity still pushing this bottom lane. How's he doing? He's got... he's almost got his Mask of Madness up, so he's farming quite well. A third in net worth, and we'll see if Spectre really needs the recovery here. And the question is, will E-Hug give them the space? Or can his team make him the space? Schwann and Tiburon rotating back into this lane. Storm. He's got his soul ring now, so he can get a little more use out of that ult. And well, we got a pause. Quackasekasek from Tiburon. Hopefully it's just a short little thing and not one of those god-awful day-long pauses that we've been having to suffer through recently. So let's take a look at items here. Everyone's got their boots up on E-Hug. Crit having a a pretty good time. Boots bottle at 9 minutes. He's doing fine. And wow, how much gold has he got stacked up? Not that much, but he's got his levels, which is the important thing. A level 6 IO at 9 minutes in is not too shabby at all. And it looks like Dewey's going for those tranquil boots. Willow's got his bottle up, 2 bottles on the side of the dire side. And beyond that, not much. Do a quick check of the net worth here, and yeah, it's a pretty substantial early lead for Team E-Hug here. We've got MJW, the top farmer, at 4.3k at 9 minutes. He's doing pretty good. And do I want to check the graph this early? 4k net worth lead, sub 10 minutes. That's just the Radiant Cores out farming their dire counterparts here. It's the score's only 3-2, but the gold advantage belays that, and XP are around 1700. So, and we're back. Can Tiburon catch up here? And that nuke, that overwhelming odds from MJW. It's has he got a max now? He does. So that's very aggressive build from him. And with the creep wave there, it's starting to hurt. And Tiburon, he's had to ferry himself out some more regen, and this tower's taking a lot of damage. There's your blink dagger for the Legion. This is a dangerous time for Boreal. Sub 10 minute blink on him, and he's going to be looking for that jump duel on Tiburon, who's very, very squishy. There it is, duel, and this should be an easy kill. TP coming in, but they've got the damage, and Susie gets the drag on MJW. Nice drag. TP coming in. Slow from Pandago. Silence up on Susie, and Dewey's going to get the stun, or the lightning bolt. That's a dead Skyra. So only 1 for 2, but Spectre does go down, and more importantly, MJW does get that dual damage. So Boreal will be reasonably happy with that 2 kills they got. Susie gets himself on the board, and he'll be happy with that. But you do have to be a little worried by how far behind the Spectre's falling now, behind the farm of your off-lane Nyx, and that's not how he wants this game to be going. But we'll see. They've still got plenty of time to come back. It is a little concerning how farmed this Legion commander is getting, but we'll see what they can do. Infinity got his Mask of Madness. Phase, Aquila up, pressuring this tower quite hard. And Tiburon's moved to the mid lane. He's like, I can't be up there anymore, guys. I need this farm, and we'll see if it's a safe place for him. MJ or E-Hug can look to rotate on him, and he doesn't have backup right now, but this should be fine. A little D ward of the high ground ward here, and is he gonna get it? Yeah, he is. Denied by Tiburon. Nope, no gold for you. Meanwhile, top lane, MJW still pushing this tower. He's gonna get the last hit here. And nice little investment of gold for him. Blink dagger, treads, and 900 gold up at the 11-minute mark. And meanwhile, oh, deny coming out from Willa's. Juggernaut was pushing that tower, but he was solo, so he backs off and does get denied. But that's still 2 towers going down at the 11-minute mark, and well, this Spectre's farm is going to start to get rather limited if he can't do anything about this. What has he got? Still only the phase boots. He's got a Wraith Band, but he's not having a fun game. Only 3k net worth, 3k behind your jugs, doubling him up already. And well, we'll see if the rest of Boreal can make the space for him. He really needs it at this point. And Saro TPing in mid lane, farming up this creep wave, and what's he got? Looks like he is either rushing a Yasha or a Diffusal Blade. I'm not sure Diffusal's the choice here. Probably Yasha for that movement speed and farm bonus. And he's got a smoke on him, along with MJW and Pandago, looking for another duel. There's that Mystic Flare dual combo that they could be getting out. Are they going to find Tiburon again? Oh no, this could be really bad for him. Oh, no, they don't see him. There he is. They're going to try and get the jump. Nice. Cancel off the blink daggers, and there goes Susie. He gets the pull on Pandago. Pandago's going to go down. MJW is taking a lot of damage here. Susie blocking him out with the body blocks, and Tiburon trying to do some damage. A relocate coming in from the Wisp. Maybe can they get him out? Omni Slash on both, but it's only level 1 Omni Slash, and MJW's already gone down. They'll try and get out of here, and will they be able to catch up Infinity? Stun on him. Nice burst damage coming out from the Lion, and that's a 3 for nil. nice turn from Boreal, who were getting smoke ganked on Tiburon, and all of a sudden he has his Aquila complete, another 800 gold on top of that. So that was a much needed fight for them. And nice jump from Susie. They got the Zeus ult to cancel the TP from MJW, and from there it was a nice jump in, and they got the kills they needed. Dewey farming up this mid lane. He's maybe going for the Yules. What else? That would be the Soul Ring. What am I talking about? And Susie just farming up this. He's going for the Orchid Rush, so that'll be the item to go on the Wisp here and jump him before he can blow him up before he can really contribute to the fight. And it's a good choice. I really approve of that Orchid pickup this game. It makes a lot of sense. Infinity farming up the jungle, going for a Yasha as well, it looks like, maybe into that Sanjin Yasha or Manta. And Pandago, not a whole lot to his name, but he does have his 6, so they are trying to get some kills out on the map. Willis, gotta be careful, there's the silence, slow. Infinity's really fast. No, he's not gonna go for it. He's scared of TP's coming in and that Storm jump. So MJW just farming up the mid lane, looking to push this out. Just some harass coming out from the Zeus. Oh, stun, just clearing out the creep wave here from Xuan. He's got his level 7, so he's been given a lot of space here to get some levels, and almost at the Blink Dagger, actually. This is huge for him. I'm surprised. How did he get this much space? I guess that's what he got for not supporting his Spectre in lane. Almost got a Blink Dagger at 14 minutes, given how E-Hug have been doing in this early game, and now, all of a sudden, Storm is almost even with Saro in farm, and Tiburon's slowly starting to catch back up, so this is what Boreal need. They need to keep pushing back the aggression from MJW and the rest of E-Hug, and oh, there's the Bolt for Vision, jump in from Storm, long jump in, they blow up Jug, huge stun on MJW, he does get the dual damage, but he's taking a lot of damage, Tiburon barely makes it alive, meanwhile they're going on to Willis, he's going to fall, nice 2-hero stun, but he does fall in the end, 2 for 1, Boreal, but they do get Tiburon out, and no dual damage for the Legion. Now they're going to step up and push this tower. Are they going to be able to sustain this push, though? I'm not sure they will. Yeah, they're going to back it off and play safe here. Double damage on the Wisp. I can never tell with that hero, but that's okay. Neither can anyone else, from what I understand. So they'll back off, and they did take down the tower in mid, and so Boreal do have to be careful here. They have fairly limited vision. It looks like this is the only ward they've got out, and meanwhile E-Hug have a nice deep Radiant Observer here, checking out all the movement through the dire jungle. And oh, does he scout it? There's someone's pinging. I think they know it's there, but Zeus not coming to clear it up just yet. Willis, Vendetta up, looking for a pick. He only has Arcanes though, so I'm not sure he can find a solo kill. Just gonna go back to farming. And Tiburon, how's he doing? Oh, he's gone for the... Okay. I'm blanking on that on Vanguard. He's gone for the Vanguard, so not rushing that Radiance, which is probably a good call. The amount of burst damage that can come out from E-Hug, he doesn't want to lose his life to those quick jump Mystic Flares. So good choice, but it is going to slow his impact. If he does end up choosing to go for the Radiance, he might decide he needs to drop back and find another build, given how this game's going. And you know what? Yeah, 17 minutes in, the Vanguard not even complete yet. He's probably not going to end up going for that Radiance. Maybe a Diffusal into some other fighting item. But meanwhile, bottom, Infinity. He's got that Yasha up, another 1,300 gold. What's he going to go for next? I'm guessing it's the Sanjin Yasha. That build has been so strong. And there's your Orchid for Storm. So, nice jump in power for him. He can maybe get some important picks, bring down the squishy supports before the fight gets started, and that'll make it a little easier for them to go. Medusa by herself is not scary against this team. They've got so many ways of dealing with her, but the support is what's scary. So if they can blow them up nice and quick. Susie and Xuan rotating through. This ward is scouting them though, and so looks like Pandago and MJW are going to be wise to this. They're going to place a ward themselves and just look to get back. Maybe looking for a... Oh, there's the ult from Dewey. Silence on him. Jump in from your Storm. He'll silence Pandago. Instant blow up, and he jumps again. Looking for more. MJW, does he got the retreat out? He blinks away. So, nice escape from him, but already that Orchid paying for itself, getting the kill there. And he's, Susie's starting to get a little scary here. Dewey does find that freshly planted Observer, and MJW's back. Here comes the duel and the relocate in. Omni Slash, instant duel winner for MJW. He'll be very happy with that, and Infinity helps him get that fast kill. And now they're chasing for more movement speed from... Oh, big damage from Zeus and Lion, blowing him up immediately with that Mask of Madness on. And there's the Hex on MJW. Is there a stun to follow? Tiburon doing a lot of damage here, and oh, he will fall. So Tiburon gets that kill. All of a sudden, 2k gold on him. He'll be very happy with that engagement. 2-for-1 Storm, their top farming hero, does go down, but Tiburon gets some much needed farm and hero kill gold, and I think they'll be pretty happy with that. They did get the dual damage on Legion though. That's the downside, and it looks like Legion's going for that BKB rush, wanting to avoid the damage from the Zeus. In fact, most of Boreal's damage right now is magic until the Spectre comes online. Without Storm's lockdown and Zeus's burst, they will have trouble dealing with him. So good pickup there, and a Blink Dagger for your Nyx. So ways of getting in, delivering that stun, and helping his team follow up. Good choice for him. Schwan, he's got his Blink up. Tranquils as well, another 500 gold. So he's done quite well for himself. The Dire supports both doing much better than the Radiance, which is, given how well Crit was doing early, I'm a little surprised by that, but this Pandago has just been getting blown up. He's 0-4 and 3, so little lackluster on him, but I mean, he's a Skywrath. What do you expect, right? Herman, this ward has still lasted, and his movement's getting scouted out, but I think E-Hug have been a little repulsed by the way the last couple of engagements have gone. I don't think they're looking to dive into Boreal's side of the base anytime soon. They're just gonna sit back and farm up and hope that the lead they've got over this Panda... Oh, never mind. Willa's. He's gonna walk over to a server. No, Sentry. He backs off just in time. They could have blown up pretty fast if he'd continued there. And still looking for someone. He's got his team behind him, but I think they were smoked. So not scouted by that ward. But it looks like E-Hug, they're grouped up. They're too many heroes are off the map, and they're playing it nice and safe, farming up in their own jungle, and that smoke gank will not amount to anything. So looks like they'll just translate it into a tier 1 tower push. While E-Hug, MJW and Crit looking for another gank, won't find it. All the heroes are on the other side of the map, and they'll just farm push out this lane. Lots of TPs up though. They're gonna try and go on this, and there's the Zeus ult for Vision, and is the jump in from Storm? Oh, blink in from Willis, nice stun. Juan blows up your Legion commander, and Wisp will follow. The jump in from these heroes with the Zeus ult for Vision, it's a really nice combo. Blink Dagger Gaming for these guys, with one on the Nyx and one on the Lion, and with the jump in from Susie, if they get that vision from Zeus, then they can just go on a hero and be reasonably confident in their ability to just blow them up. And E-Hug don't really have an answer for that right now. The Wisp doesn't have time to even relocate in response, and well, 7-13 for Boreal. They've done a really good job of getting themselves back into this game after the slightly shaky start they had as far as farm goes. And well, Tiburon says, screw that Vanguard, I got all this gold, I'm going for Radiance. He's almost got the Relic, in fact he does have it now. So 22 minutes, not the greatest timing, but given how hard he was shut down early, the last few minutes have been very, very good to your Spectre. And he'll be quite happy with the state of the game right now, I think. And Susie, what's he got? He looks like he's going for a BKB after that Orchid. So not wanting to rush the Bloodstone, worried about the damage that can come out, worried about the lockdown from Legion Commander's ult and the damage from Skywrath. So he wants to get the for sure thing. And meanwhile, E-Hug into the Roche pit. They've got Infinity, Mask of Mana up, crit giving him that Empower, and Roche will go down very, very quickly here. It doesn't look like Boreal have any idea it's happening either. So this will be a freebie. One of the things you can expect when you've got a Jug with Wisp back him up and easy Aegis for Infinity, and maybe they can actually get a little more done. Although he's walking into a bunch of heroes. Big stun. Finger of Death on your Pandago. Omnislash goes through and they do burst down the Lion. Tiburon comes in and immediately runs away. Zeus ult comes through, just making sure where they all are. Blink away from Willis, and it may just be a 2-for-1. Yep, they got the 2 supports, but that was all they could go for. But still, Jug walking into that, a little sketchy from him, and this team does pay a little bit. They do get the 1 return kill, and they'll transfer this into a tower push, but the Zeus Arc Lightning coming through, and they'll be able to hold this. And even with that Aegis up, E-Hug don't want to push in. So, since this Legion Commander, does he have something coming out on the Courier? Okay, he does. Good, because I was going to say, otherwise that farm is pretty abysmal. Blinks in, MJW, Invis, scouts him out, not want to go. And Willis, what's he going for here? Maybe, probably a 4-staff. Okay. Dewey, pushing out this bottom lane. He's going for maybe a 4-staff of his own. And meanwhile, TPN, relocate. It's a big stun, and there's the duel on Tiburon, but BKB, Tiburon just walks away. And miss stun from Willis, always silenced, and big engagement, but nothing ends up happening, and both teams are able to walk away relatively unscathed. Willis maybe not wanting to walk into that. He's taking quite a bit of damage just from those illusions, but no kills come out, and both teams will be okay with that. There was an attempted duel on Tiburon, and he walks away, and there's his Radiance finished up. So 25 minutes, not the worst, especially given how awful his start was now. Smoke from E-Hug. They want to get something done with this Aegis. They want to get a fight. And looks like top lane may be their choice. Onto Suzy. He has a hard takedown, but with the silence from Pandago, if they can get it off. But they're rotating all the way around, and Dire's smoking themselves. They're almost at their own base, and they're smoking out, looks like heading down into the Radiance jungle. So this is going to be a wasted smoke from E-Hug, and probably wasted smoke from Boreal as well, but Boreal have much less pressure on them to get something done right now. I think Infinity's starting to feel a bit desperate, and jump onto Tiburon. This is a big kill if they can get a dual damage Mystic Flare over the top, and they'll get the duel. MJW back off. Willis comes in, gets the stun on Infinity, and will he be able to do anything with it? No, he won't. So, nice clean takedown of Spectre, and not a wasted smoke gank after all, although he did already have his Radiance, so not stopping that. But an important kill, and they do get the dual damage up onto Legion Commander. 44 for him now. And how's your Medusa doing? I haven't really looked at her in a while. Manta Scotty up. This is pretty good time. She's top farmer. 13,946 gold on her, and she hasn't really been involved for the last little while, just farming herself, and Infinity will push in this tower. Still got that Aegis up, although I'm not sure how much longer it'll be there for, and well, like I said though, they do have tools for Dusa, so I mean she is far ahead, and she's got some good items, but that Lincoln's, they've got so many things to pop it, and so we'll see. He does have a lot of farm, and still continuing to grow, but the Spectre is starting to catch up. That kill did hurt him a little bit, but not the end of the world. The concerning thing is, though, that the Dire are running out of towers, and that's going to start limiting the amount of farm they can get out of the map. Although, the flip side of that, of course, is that if Boreal do take a good team fight, then all of this gold that's locked in these towers is going to be free for the taking. They haven't taken a single tower on the side of the Radiant yet, so that's a lot of potential gold that they still have available to put into their bank accounts. And so I'm not sure what the gold lead is without these towers, but it may not be as bad as it looks. 7,500 for E-Hug right now, but like I said, 4 towers to 0. That's a little... Oh, MJW. That looked like they tried to go on him, but he popped his BKB. Meanwhile, mid lane, Chuang tries for the stun. Looks like it was blocked by the Lincoln Spear. Ult from Dewey. Oh, Pandago's super low. Ult coming out from Medusa to try and stop the jump in. Crit is very low. Goes down to the... Oh, Omni Slash on Susie. Last second... Oh, there he goes. He goes down and stunned up. Big burst damage, but it's only the Aegis. And Cero's still absolutely fine, so they've got to get out of here. They're all very low. And looked like Boreal might have had a good fight there for a second, but the Medusa ult gets popped. They can't chase into him, and Jug shows up with the Omni Slash, so... Could have been worse for Boreal, though. They only lose the one hero, although Bunch got low, but they'll translate this into a push, and how's that Aegis doing? He's lost it now, so... Oh, right, it went down in that last fight. So... Got good use out of that. He's fine. BKB up, Manta up, and they'll probably wait for one more Rosh and then maybe try and go for a high ground push here. Although, Boreal, are they going to try and... No, they're just... sitting grouped up, worried about going out onto the map. They're very, very dark right now. They've got this ward. And is that it, really? Yeah, that's the only ward they've got out. They are very, very blind right now. And they're wandering into their jungle, but that's a scary place to be. Willis is leading the pack with that Vendetta on. And will he find anything? Force Staff almost up on him. He's going to walk right over an Observer and a Sentry. They're going to see him, and they might be able to get the jump here. Does he get out in time? Oh, duel on him. Silence, Mystic Flare. That is a dead Nyx, and he'll BKB just to ensure that he gets away safely. Down to 7 seconds, but he's getting the damage up. 58 on him now, and oh, jump from Storm. No, just farming the jungle. And meanwhile, Sorrow and Crit, they're pushing in this bottom lane. Towers below half health already. It's probably going to go down here unless they get some TPs in. Tiburon is coming, throws out the Spectral Dagger, but he can't contest, and the tower does fall to last hit of Medusa. And big jump in from Storm, gets the pull on MJW, and blown up. But, okay, no push into the tier 3. So, it is a 1-for-1 across the map. Nyx going down and Legion Commander going down. I think the Legion's a bit of a better pick right now, given their net worth disparity, but that's the last tier 2 tower, and no towers left between E-Hug and a high ground push. I'm sure once they get that Aegis up and Shadow Blade for your Legion Commander, along with a Basher for your Jug, that's an interesting choice for your LC. I mean, she's already got that Blink Dagger as the initiation item. Not sure why she feels that she needs a second. I would have maybe preferred to see her heading towards maybe more of a defensive item, maybe that AC, but we'll see how she puts it to use here. And Tiburon sold his Stout Shield, so... Oh, he's already got the Yasha up. I thought maybe he was going to go straight into a Heart, but he's going Yasha first. He might go Manta as well versus the Silence of Skywrath. I feel like that would be a good choice. So, Willis, Vendetta'd up. Still hasn't really found much. He's been sitting on this level of farm for, it feels like a while now, and he's roaming through the jungle looking for a pick, but I don't think he's going to find anything here. And even if he does, the Radiant are all tightly grouped up as a team here, and he doesn't really want to go into that. Pandago, still relatively poor, just the Tranquil Boots, but he's doing his job. He's getting those Mystic Flares off. Level 2 Mystic Flare now, level 11 on him, and
Haste.
how's Zeus doing? He's got the Yules up, along with the Soul Ring, so he's able to put out a decent amount of damage in these fights. And as far as high ground pushes go, Boreal have a decent one. They've got good wave clear, and they got a good potential turtle. Although, of course, the counter to that is if MJW gets the jump in. But they could turtle out for a while, and I'm not sure E-Hug are ahead enough to feel comfortable going high ground just yet. Scouting Zeus ult just to make sure they're not getting jumped anywhere, and well, TP out from someone who was here and is now not. Alright, so Dire side still sitting back close to their base. They've got a little more vision out, that's good. They've got these wards covering the river, so hopefully they can see when a move's being made into their jungle. They needed that badly because they were feeling Very, very trapped in their base right there. And, well, still a pretty significant lead for E-Hug here. Holding relatively steady, actually. Only 7,500 gold and 5,000 experience now. So definitely not insurmountable, especially with a Spectre defending high ground. He's going to be able to do okay, assuming they don't jump him. But this Medusa is getting big. Going for the crit now. Looking to start outputting some damage and bring down those buildings relatively quickly. Meanwhile, Infinity has got that basher up, maybe going for the Abyssal right away. I imagine that's the pick here. And MJW, I'm still a little confused by that Shadow Blade, but we'll see what he does with it. Meanwhile, Boreal, are they finally going to take their first tower of the game here? Oh, Daedalus already up for Medusa. She is getting to scary territory. If they don't go on her first in the fight, she's going to be able to pump out a lot of damage, and you really want to be able to ignore the Medusa until you blow up the rest of the team, but she's getting to the point where they just can't do that anymore. Tiburon, gonna be able to take this tower, it looks like. No contest from E-Hug. And one tower down. Only 5 to go. Meanwhile, E-Hug's taking the Roche. And scout from Zeus, but they won't be able to contest this. Although they are teeping in. Rushing towards the pit is Dewey, but it's going to be down. It's down too fast. And who do they give it to? They give it to Jug. So 3 heroes here, and all. There's an observer. He's in range. MDW sees it, gets the ult. Oh, and that's an easy duel. Unlucky for him walking into range of the sentry, but well placed by E-Hug, expecting that scouting Nyx to come in. And Dewey on the run here. Relocate in. They're going to get him. That's an easy kill. And oh, ult even used for Medusa for that. Not sure that was worth it, but maybe worried about where the rest of Boreal were jumping in on them. So that was a really nice relocate for that kill. And with 2 down, Aegis in hand, I think this is tier 3 time. No buyback on Nyx or Zeus, although they will be back up before they get the creep wave to the base. It's a little ways away yet. And Tiburon desperately trying to get some farm before he has to haunt back in to defend his base here. Saving up, looks like he's rushing the heart, not turning that Yasha into anything, or else he might just be saving for buyback as well. That's not the worst choice here. Infinity, hexed up under the tower, stun from Willis, it does connect, but that's all they've got, and this tower is taking significant damage from the illusions of Medusa. Lion? Mana Drain to get rid of those? What you doing there, buddy? I'm right? Like Mana Drain instantly kills illusions? I'm pretty sure it does. A little surprised there, but it's okay. This tower took significant damage, and oh, they see Tiburon silence on him. MJW's looking for. Oh, he gets the duel off, and that's a very dead Spectre. He used the Shadow Blade instantly just to get that extra damage on the first hit off. Interesting use of it there. Oh, jump on to your crit. Orchid it up, but Saro has a double damage rune. They don't want to fight into that. They'll back off, and again, they're Spectre down. This could be your push. I think it is. Although they don't have everyone there. Infinity farming up. He's got his. Oh, he was farming for his Abyssal, so didn't want to go without that. And now maybe they'll push it. Manta pops, evaporates this creep wave, and without their Spectre, he does have buyback. But if he uses it here, then his ability to be useful in this game is going to be seriously nerfed. BKB finds Dewey, and that's a duel 1. And now Zwan has to run away. He's going to get caught. Goes down to the Skyrath. And, oh, nice stun under tower. Susie buys back, goes for it, but purged off from MJW's, what's it called? Press the attack, and they'll clean up that Rax. And Tiburon's up, but there's not much he can do. Nyx and Zeus down, and they're going to go for a second lane, and I don't think Boreal can contest this. I think this is just gone. Oh, they still have a glyph. And no buyback on Zeus, no buybacks on Nyx. And they're not going to contest. I don't think they can. Oh, big jump onto Pendago, just instantly leaves. Can't get the kill, and that's 2 lanes of Rax, and that's As good as Spectre is at holding off waves, 2 waves of super creeps, not the funnest time. So, going for a kill here, jump in, oh, just farming. Just clearing up the illusions, and takes a significant chunk of damage just from doing that. Looks like he's going for a sheep stick here. And, well, they won't tap out yet. They still think they've got a chance, and maybe they do if E-Hug throw a big fight here, try and rush into the base. But smoke up on Zeus now. Maybe they're going to try and get out of the base and go for a play, but 2 racks down, your opportunities for that are a little more limited. It's a little easier to tell when you're smoked up if there's 2 lanes pushing into your base and you're not defending. But maybe that's what they're going to go for here. They need to do something, because the way things are going, they are going to lose another lane of racks. Vision up, and Scotty now on Sorrow. He is really, really scary, and that's the Aegis is still up on Jug, so they're fine with going in on this stun on Infinity. Manager in as well. He's getting quite low. Big jump in, finds crit, but there comes the ult from Medusa. Instantly blows up Pandago. Tiburon trying to do what damage he can, but there's the duel on Susie. MJW taking a lot of damage, but Susie does go down, and there's just a 1 stun, and Willis is going to fall as well. Only 1 hero down for E-Hug, 3 down on long jump. Oh, nice kill. Cleans up MJW, and they might get Sorrow here, although he's doing a lot of damage. Lion falls. Yules, oh, look at that damage. That crit just explodes your Zeus, and with that, that's 4 heroes down, no buyback on the side of Boreal. They'll tap out. Good game, well played. And it looked like it was going to be close for a while, but E-Hug just got 1 too many picks and were able to push up the hill and take out 3 lanes of racks in quick succession. So, good game to E-Hug. Admirable showing from the Medusa. I thought she'd have a hard time with the heroes on Boreal's side, but they didn't really have the chance to do anything, and I think that goes back to that excellent laning from Io and MJW in the early game, just doing a lot of work, pressuring the Spectre, not letting him get a lot, and just making sure that the Dire side had to focus a lot of attention up there, and Medusa got free farm, Jug got free farm, and this is what they do with it. Jug 8-3-3, Medusa 4-1-6, and 687 GPM on her, so great game from E-Hug, and we'll see what they can manage to do in Game 2 coming right up just after this. Thanks for watching. I'm Sindar. I'm a noob caster. Please be gentle with me. Thanks, and see you soon.